A virtual learning environment is an online system that is designed to meet teaching and learning needs of an educational setting. It helps to deliver learning anytime, anywhere a device with an internet connection is available. The tools of a VLE seek to replace or to enhance the teacher and learner interaction from the real-world learning environment. For example, most VLEs will have tools that will enable assigning of roles and responsibilities and groupings by creating teacher accounts, student accounts, peer learning groups. These are underpinned by electronic communication tools such as email, threaded discussion forums, chat, and web publishing. Resources can be stored and shared on the VLE. Examples of this include documents, handouts, presentations, links to useful websites, along with video, animated content, and audio. Teachers can break curriculum into sections and share the resources that they have stored, and also include other learning-based activities. Some of these activities include automatically graded multi-choice assessments, and then the ability to collect and grade or give feedback to assignments. A lot of terminology and jargon exists around the learning technology space. On a VLE, any learning that takes place is often referred to as electronic learning or e-learning. With the advent of mobile devices in more recent times, the term M-learning can be used. A VLE can also be called many different things, including a learning management system, managed learning environment, learning support system, course management system, integrated learning system. There's just a lot of very similar terms out there for systems that do either exactly what a VLE does or a subset of the functionality of a VLE. There are also many software platforms used to set up a VLE. You should think of them as different products or brands that perform similar functions. Examples include Moodle, Blackboard, Fronter, and WebCT. The VLE found its origins in supporting distance learning. In its purest format, the VLE will completely replace all of the functions of the traditional classroom for the distance learning model. But more often we see that blended learning is the approach that is taken, where there's a combination of the traditional face-to-face approach with the e-learning based activities. If a VLE is used effectively, it can enhance more traditional teaching methodologies. Here are some ways it can do that. You can use communications tools to offer support to learners outside the constraints of the classroom. By offering self-paced activities, you can individualize learning. You can make it easier for learners to interact with learning activities and to collaborate with one another. You can reuse common materials amongst various different courses quite easily. Without having too much technical knowledge, a teacher will be able to get information online to share with their students. This will be able to offer resources in a manner that's more familiar to current and future generations of web-oriented students. It's also often easier, once the skills are in place, for a teacher to handle admin tasks around collection, grading, and giving feedbacks for assignments. It can be easy to share resources and ideas between different colleges and campuses with a VLE. And finally, the classroom flip theory can enable a teacher to spend more time with students one-on-one in a mentoring fashion rather than being a lecturer. In this tutorial, we discovered that a virtual learning environment is an online learning system with tools that can replace and enhance traditional learning approaches. Teachers can easily share resources and monitor activities for students. We also learned about the terminology that exists in the area of e-learning. The pure distance learning and the blended learning approaches were also described. Finally, reasons for using a VLE were outlined.